Hey Dom, this is Dave Desai. Now, we have a super packed punchy tea today. We are going to be talking about Lisa and Taeyang and some moments they have together. I also wanted to get into HYBE and some news that has caused some backlash with RM since 2018. So, hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on, grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into it. The first thing that I wanted to get into is RM and what happened with him and HYBE. Before I get into that, I need to give some context. BTS, since their debut, has been accused of many different things, and it's a whole other story if they actually did bad things and warrant people saying bad things about them. But oftentimes in K-pop, people get dragged for very little reason, and it's frustrating when people believe it or unstand because of haters, and those haters not knowing or not caring what the actual story is. There's a very few people in the world who are really bad people, like murderers. I'm not defending those people. A good person can be someone who does 9 out of 10 good things, but 1 out of 10 things they do is bad. The 9 things that they did that's good shouldn't be negated by that one bad thing, but it usually is, and they're labeled as a bad person. And then there's other cases where they didn't do anything wrong at all and they still get labeled. The members of BTS, while never having done anything bad, they get the typical K-pop stereotypes thrown at them. And it's funny when K-pop fans accuse BTS of, let's say, plastic surgery when they know that their own idols or faves have also been accused, because everyone in K-pop is accused of this. It's a big stereotype that everyone in Korea gets plastic surgery. And so the BTS members have been accused of this since the beginning of their debut, and definitely since their debut in America. The rumors and theories got worse when RM actually did have surgery in 2018, and this was the start of their debut in America. It was said by Big Hit themselves that RM underwent a nose surgery due to his deviated septum. If you're unaware, the most basic way to explain what that is when your nose kind of collapses and it's hard to breathe through your nose. And so breathing through the mouth is not that good for many reasons. And if you're a mouth breather, I was right there with you. I had to readjust. It took a while, but people can live their lives with a deviated septum and breathe through their mouth or other nostril, because sometimes the issue is just with one nostril. Those people can manage just fine and not have to go through an expensive surgery. But with RM, there is no option for that, because you need to be able to breathe through your nose for the activities they do and learn proper breath control for singing and dancing. Also, if your nose is crooked, that's okay. Most people suffer from some sort of crooked nose. I heard a rumor that when you're born, your nose gets crushed a bit when you're coming out, so that can possibly happen. So RM needed to fix his nose. He went ahead and did that in 2018, and Big Hit acknowledged it, and they just dealt with whatever backlash they got. RM was being ridiculed for getting a nose job, and people even saying that he underwent plastic surgery. Now, people are going to say things. This idea of a celebrity getting plastic surgery has been used to attack any celebrity that looks slightly different. My problem isn't those claims. My problem is with the people quote-unquote defending RM, because they're doing so weirdly. One person wrote that, "Are people really treating RM's nose surgery as a cosmetic surgery and dissing him for it? WTF. It was a deviated septum issue that didn't let him breathe. But sure, let's hate on him for getting a procedure that allows him the right to live. Makes sense, idiots." Now, this bothers me a bit. No hate to this person, and sorry for picking on this comment, but a lot of comments were like this, and I'm talking more generally. Because comments like this almost put those who have a reason on a pedestal and saying they're not like the others who got plastic surgery for looks, because that's so bad. So saying RM actually did it for a reason, I am not denying that he needed the surgery and it wasn't for cosmetic reasons. My issue is that the comments defending RM are claiming that those who get plastic surgery for looks should be ashamed. The defense should be, so what? Who cares if he did? I don't care if he got surgery to look better or he got it because he needed it. A deviated septum is not the only reason to get a nose job. You can just get one because. Now, I believe the people defending have good intentions, but the wording only perpetuates that plastic surgery is bad. If it becomes a thing where it's normalized and okay for idols to get surgery if they want, no one can use plastic surgery as an insult anymore, and it's not. It would just be a thing everyone does. Whether they do in the future and whether the boys decide to do that is up to them, and I hope they are happy. I couldn't care less if they're 75 and decide to get Botox and fillers. They're beautiful. They're doing a lot of stuff recently and don't need the added stress of worrying that if they decide to do something for cosmetic reasons, it's a bad thing. I mean, them washing their face and shaving and using pimple cream or whatever, this is all for cosmetic reasons, but it's normalized, right? These beautiful faces I love seeing on my screen. Lisa from BLACKPINK and Taeyang were two people being talked about again more recently. There's always dating rumors with the two members and a lot of fuel from people people wanting to see Taeyang or Lisa happy with someone. But right now, I think they're both more so focused on their career. In Korean culture and a lot of Asian cultures, dating is not seen as a huge deal. You are expected to get married eventually. Your parents usually expect that, but in terms of sleeping around or having dates every weekend, nothing wrong with that, but it's seen as less important to do. Whereas in America, it's seen as cool if the guy is dating 15 girls on the weekend. It's definitely more cool in Asian culture to focus on a career. But the rumor of Lisa and Taeyang together don't come from simply nowhere. Taeyang has previously said in an interview that he doesn't have a specific type when it comes to girls. He doesn't care how they look, but it is believed he prefers cute girls. And Taeyang did say that he prefers girls who talk nicely and want a big family. Lisa is seen to be very good with kids, and so people think that the two would just be good together or get along really well. There's other moments where it seems like brands push them together too, and the fans think so. I love seeing the two next to beautiful brands. Recently, it was believed by the fans that Taeyang would be the ambassador of the brand Celine. Now, to clarify, he is, but unofficially. People think it's official because he wears it a lot. While I do believe he might have decided to not wear Celine as he currently is the actual ambassador of Louis Vuitton, he had been associated with Celine for a long time and wore a lot of Celine clothes. While he was the unofficial ambassador of Celine, there was a lot of rumors as to whether he and Lisa were actually together or not, because I think Lisa was the ambassador. So rumors like Taeyang and Lisa were together and introduced each other to the brand, or just the fact that the two were associated means they met and worked together at maybe Celine's office. But we haven't seen a campaign with the two together, and there's many celebrities and idols that are a part of this brand. It doesn't really mean much. And Taeyang was never actually the ambassador, I don't believe. Now, do I think they know each other? Absolutely. I think they are friends, they just can't admit it publicly. And I think there have been moments where they have run into each other. The K-pop space is only so big, and the events for high-level celebrities, there's only so many. So they see each other, and these brand events and also the label kind of have merged, so they probably see each other at these HYBE events as well. Hopefully one day when we get a HYBE family photo posted, we will see them all together getting along and happy, and there'll be rainbows and lollipops and rainbows. Taeyang hasn't been shy about wearing the Celine logo with his clothes, and neither has Lisa. While I don't think they're dating, or nor do I particularly wish they were dating, I do think they will work so well together. I think a campaign with both of them in the photo would do so well, and maybe even a little controversial at first because the two are in the same photo, but I think it would be a huge campaign and it would get everyone talking. This would also not be the first time Taeyang has publicly been next to a BLACKPINK member, and I don't mean them sitting next to each other afraid to talk to each other at award shows. I am talking about a moment where Taeyang and Jisoo were hosting something and their chemistry was really good on stage. Funny enough, I don't believe Jisoo has still been getting hate from that moment, or if she got hate at all from that moment. But I think this would be such an amazing next step to kind of break the barrier and finally destroy this taboo of a man and a woman idol being next to each other. And I feel like dating in general has moved forward since I entered the world of K-pop. I am seeing a lot more people coming forward for dating, like Bobby from iKON, or Jennie and G-Dragon, or many others finally not being shy or scared about dating. And for all of these that I've mentioned, the reception was positive. I didn't see death threats on Jennie's Instagram for allegedly dating of G-Dragon, and I didn't see any real hate, which shows me that the community is becoming more accepting of this, which is so beautiful. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see more K-pop reaction videos, go to my Patreon, a link below. I can't post them here due to copyright, but you can get all sorts of reaction videos and requests over there. It's a great way to support the channel even more if you would like to. Thank you so much for this lovely comment right here. I love you so much. There will be some videos that will pop up on screen, and I will see you over there. Bye.